Very good morning, children. Let's continue the topic India wins freedom. In previous class, we knew about the Khilafat movement. Let's today we discuss about the non-cooperation movement. Non-cooperation movement. It means when Khilafat movement started in Turkey and also Indian National Congress supported to this movement. That timing non-cooperation movement launched by the Indian National Congress. It protests against what is that ill treatment done with the rulers of Turkey. So that time Indian National Congress announced this one movement, and also another reason is there. Jallianwala Bagh, they rejected the classes and schools, and Liar also stopped his practices in courts. They boycott everything that was related to the British government. All people, they reject their duties. It means that during non-cooperative movement, many leaders like such as Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Rajendra Prasad, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Abul Kalam Azad, Subhash Chandra Bose and Sarojini Naidu joined the great leader Mahatma Gandhi ji, because they rejected the British rule. The British used every possible means to crush the movement. Many prominent leaders were arrested in this movement, which led to violence in some parts of the country. That timing, the angry mob, the local peoples angry in the movement, they attacked on the police station and set the fire at the place Chaura Chauri in Gorakhpur district. That one. So by this event happened its event on 5th February 1922. But Mahatma Gandhi ji shocked from this incident because he wanted peace. So he withdrew the non-cooperation movement, and he requests to the people, don't destroy or don't firing and anything like these incident. You did not take the decisions in the way, he said to the people. Next one, Simon Commission. Simon Commission, it is the rejected the or refused the decision of British government, because the British government appointed the Simon Commission Simon Commission. The British government appointed this commission in November 1927 because they examined the working of Government of India Act 1919. But in this commission there were only Europeans members are there. So the Indian leaders opposed this commission by the slogan Simon go back. Wherever the commissions went, that timing they went there by holding the black flags and demonstrated against it. Simon go back. So the leader Lala Lajpat Rai was badly injured in a lathi charge, and few days after he died by the injuries from the lathi charge. That timing Bhagat Singh, his friend, sought revenge for Lala Lajpat Rai death by killing the Saunders, because the person only responsible who for the lathi charges in this timing. So then Lahore Congress was held. The Congress session was held at Lahore in December 1929. In this session, under the presidency of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the Indian National Congress passed a resolution declaring it was Purna Swarajya. They wanted to Purna Swarajya. It means complete independence. It is the goal of national movement. So in 1929, on 31st December, Nehru unfurled three-color flag on the bank of river Ravi as a symbol of complete independence. It means they announced the independence on the bank of river. The leader pleaded to the people not submit to the British rule any further. That timing the Nehru announced on the river of Ravi, the bank of river, civil disobedient movement. This is launched by the Mahatma Gandhi ji on 12th March 1930 at the Dandi place. So he started this march from Sabarmati Ashram along with 78 followers to Dandi, a small village on the Gujarat coast, to break the salt law. To break the salt law, it means the people stop making the salt in their homes, because the people, when they making the salt in their homes and it was purchased by the British government in high prices, they sold to again the people, common people. So this one very harassment to the people on the, because they forcibly buy the salt from the British at high prices. So on 6th April, Mahatma Gandhi decided to break this law by making the salt. By picking up a handful of salt, he inaugurated the civil disobedient movement. This was the very famous this civil disobedient in the history, Dandi March. This one we called this movement Dandi March. There were so many leaders, various parts of in Indian territory. They joined this movement. For example, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan and Frontier Gandhi. We called him as known as Frontier Gandhi. Also joined this movement, and 13 years old Rani Gaidinuli of Manipur, and then from south C. Rajagopalachari also joined this movement. Every part of the Indian take the leadership and join this movement, cooperate to the Mahatma Gandhi ji. It took the shape of nationwide civil disobedient movement, because men and women also actively participate and children also participate in this movement. This movement from 1932-34 continuously held it was, and then in this movement so many leaders, several other leaders arrested The British found it difficult handle to this movement, and they decided to some reforms in India. That is, they give the relief, the Government of India Act. It was passed in 1935. Under this act, they give the permission to participate in the administration in the round table conference, anything in Simon Commission. They allowed to participate of Indians in administration, but the Indians leaders or Indians were unhappy from this act, because this is only the poverty to participate, but not give the poverty to Indians people, because they want to power in their own hands to shape their economic and political futures to their motherlands. So they again unhappy from this act. Then all leaders decided to announce the Quit India movement. When in the world, Second World War broke out in 1939, after the British forced India into the war without consent of the Indian leaders. So, that timing in 1942, the war took a serious turn and Indians demanded freedoms. That timing, the Indians demanded, who those are the take the leadership in India, they demanded the freedom in India. On 8th August 1942, the Congress in its meeting at Bombay passed a resolution known as that we called Quit India. In this resolution, Mahatma Gandhi asked the British to quit India and gave a call to his countrymen and also he encouraged the people of India do or die for independence. So in this situation, the people all over the India, they cooperate to the Mahatma Gandhi ji. On 19th August 1942, all the prominent leaders, including the Pandit Nehru and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, were arrested again in this movement. Violence spread throughout the country. Several parallel governments were established in places. They independently announced the poverty there, like Balia and United Provinces and Satara, Maharashtra. This is the cause of World War, then Second World War. After they got the independence and they only announced their country's independence. And then the Indian National Army or Azad Hind Fauj was formed in the timing 1943 by Subhash Chandra Bose. He founded these armies, fought against the British, and then he take the help of Japan. He formed the Indian National Army. The aim was free India from the British rule. This foundation aim is they wanted to India free from the British rule. The Subhash Chandra Bose, who was popularly called with him Netaji, gave the slogan Jai Hind, Dilli Chalo to people of India, and he wanted to gather many people in Indian National Army. So all events happened. The British government fearing about the unity of Indian people. And then finally, Indian independence. India independence in 14th August 1947 was called. India became independent on 15th August 1947. 14th August in 1947, the new country was born there. We call that is Pakistan, because the Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he was the leader of Muslim League, and he wanted independent countries. So